Special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros 2016 for making this video possible.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro Warfare here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Hotchkiss H.35. The Hotchkiss H.35 was a French cavalry tank developed prior to World War II. Despite having been designed from 1933 as a rather slow but well-armored light infantry support tank, the type was initially rejected by the French infantry because it proved difficult to steer while driving cross-country. It was instead adopted in 1936 by the French cavalry arm. From 1938, an improved version was produced with a stronger engine, which went by the name of the 1935 H. Modifié 39, which from 1940 was also fitted with a longer, more powerful 37mm gun, and this is the one we have right here in front of us. It was intended to make this improved variant the standard light tank, with at least 4,000 produced to equip new armored divisions of both the cavalry and infantry arms. But due to the defeat of France in June of 1940, total production of both subtypes was limited to about 1,200 vehicles. For the remainder of the war, Germany and its allies used captured Hotchkiss tanks in several modifications. So, yeah, the Hotchkiss H.35, a very simple and kind of good French tank, I guess somewhat of a well-known one. It's pretty much one of their standard tanks that they're really deploying in World War II that was of light tank nature. And this here is the upgraded version, which does have a 37mm gun, which made it actually somewhat useful compared to what it originally was equipped with just a machine gun. So it's a interesting little tank, obviously, you know, not really that powerful, but still a light tank nonetheless, and still somewhat capable of doing something. Definitely will make a good addition to any of your World War II French militaries or war scenarios or anything like that. So that's a good build to add into basically our French collection. But yeah, real simple build. Before we go and take a look at it, I want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros 2016 for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, what you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you can pledge a small amount to the channel every month and earn a vehicle request you're choosing, depending on which tier you're sub to. Help support me and the work I do on my channel, and is obviously greatly appreciated. So definitely feel free to check it out, and again, link is in all my video descriptions. Anyways, let's go and take a look at the build. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward. It's a very small tank coming in at a very small length here of only about 8 blocks, not including basically the little stand on the back here, which prevents it from getting stuck in trenches. But yeah, really interesting looking little tank. Very simple, very small, and again, it's just a simple little light tank that's going to make a good addition to your French World War II maps and all that. Anyways, that's it pretty much for this overview. Again, real simple stuff here for this tank, and let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer. We're going ahead and start off with layer number 01. For these layers to start off with, we're going to place down another brick slab, followed by another brick top slab coming off it like so. From this slab, we're going to go back in the ground with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another brick blocks here in the ground, and we want to go ahead and then place down a total of basically 4 of these grindstones here, with 2 of them connected to each other just like that. After that, we're going to then place down another brick slab and then another brick top slab here on the end. Once that's done, we're going to go to this another brick slab here in the front. We're going to place down 2 dark oak top slabs coming off of it, and we're going to go ahead and also go to this another brick slab here, and we're going to place down 2 another brick top slabs coming off of it as well. After that's done, we can go ahead and fill in the space here with dark oak with top slabs to go ahead and create a nice solid base here for the tank. And then to the left side over here, we're going to place down an brick slab, top slab coming off of it, and in the ground here, we're going to place down our brick blocks like this. We then want to go and take our grindstones. We're going to place them down on their sides here, just like that, and we're going to place down an brick slab here and an brick top slab directly after that. Once that's done, we're going to be going ahead and then placing down 2 dark oak fence gates here, come off these 2 dark oak slabs, followed by 2 dark oak top slabs, come off those dark oak fence gates there, and that's going to do it there for the back. And the front, we have nothing up here. We're just going to leave it at that. Anyways, that right there is it for layers 0 and 1. Here's what it looks like from up above. Pretty straightforward stuff there. And with that, let's move into our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we'll be moving into layer number 2. For layer 2 to start off with, we're going to place down a nether brick stair on top of these 2 nether brick top slabs, and we want to go then place down a row of 2 mossy cobblestone walls in between those stairs. From that, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 item frames coming off these 2 mossy cobblestone walls with tripwire hooks in the item frames. We're going to rotate these around so they're hanging downward like that. After that, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks behind those walls and a green shulker box to both sides. In that green shulker box, we're going to be going ahead and placing down, or on the side of it, sorry, we're going to place down a dark oak wood button, followed by an item frame on the side of the shulker box, and we want to go ahead and then place down a green terracotta block on both sides like that. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 nether brick top slabs coming off these shulker boxes here to the sides. In the middle, 2 nether brick slabs here. We're going to place down 2 item frames and then 2 green terracotta blocks in those item frames. And we're also going to go ahead and take a dark oak wood sign, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign here on the side here of these slabs. And same thing over here, 1, 2, our item frames, our green terracotta blocks, and our dark oak wood signs. And in the space here in between the nether brick slabs, we're just going to go ahead and fill this in with green terracotta like that to close that off. After that, we're going to place down a row of 2 green terracotta, a green shulker box both sides, dark oak wood button item frame, and a green terracotta block in the item frame like that for both sides there. And then back here, we're going to place down a nether brick stair on both sides again, followed by a row of 2 mossy cobblestone walls across here, 2 dark oak wood fence gates, dark oak wood signs here on the side here of the fence gates, and then we're going to go and place down 2 dark oak wood stairs across the back there just like that. And after that's all done there, that is going to pretty much wrap up what we have here for layer number 2 for the build. Here's what it looks like from up above. Again, pretty simple stuff there. With that, let's move into our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of these 2 nether brick stairs here. And then going back from it, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood trapdoors to both sides. In the middle space here, in between these dark oak wood trapdoors, we're going to place down a green terracotta block to the right side and a mossy cobblestone wall to the left side. Coming off the green terracotta block toward the front, we're going to place down a spruce wood sign, an item frame on that block, and we're also going to place down a black bed in the item frame, rotated so that the pillow is facing toward the right side of the tank. We then want to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row of 2 green terracotta, followed by a second row of 2, and then a third row like that. On the sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls, 1 and 2. Over here on the right side of the tank, we're just going to go ahead and simply go back 1 and 2 dark oak wood trapdoors and a green carpet. Over here on the left side, it's slightly different. We're going to take acacia wood slabs. We're going to place down 2 acacia wood slabs back, followed by 2 acacia wood signs on the side of those slabs there. And then we want to go into the space here in the middle, and we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs. Now, coming off the acacia wood slab here, we're going to place down an item frame, and in that item frame, we want to place down a black concrete block, followed by a green carpet on top of this nether brick stair. After that's done, we're going to go to the 2 mossy cobblestone walls, and we're going to place down 2 zombie heads on top of them. Coming off the zombie heads, we're going to place down 2 end rods, and we're going to then place down 2 zombie heads on these 2 dark oak stairs. And that right there is going to complete what we have here for layer number 3. With that, we're going to move into our final layers here, which are going to be layers 4 and 5, basically putting the turret up on top of the tank. But yeah, that right there is it for layer 3, and with that, let's go ahead and move into layers 4 and 5. Alright guys, so real quick before we move into layers 4 and 5, I want to cover one adjustment we're going to be making to the tank back here. So we're going to go ahead and swap out this nether brick stair here to the right side for a nether brick stair. So dark oak wood stair and instead a nether brick stair. So that's going to be over there on the right side, and we're going to leave the dark oak wood stair on the left side there. So anyways, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go ahead and begin this layer by placing down a dark oak wood stair on top of this green terracotta block. We're also going to place down a sign on the stair. We can go ahead and grab ourselves an item frame and also a black concrete block. And we're going to go ahead and place down our item frame on the side of the stair here, which actually we can't, so we're just going to leave it as the dark oak stair, my bad. But then we're going to go ahead and place down a green terracotta block here, followed by a dark oak wood fence gate coming off of it, and then a end rod like that for the main gun. After that, we're going to place down about 2 green terracotta blocks across the back here, followed by a dark oak wood button there to both sides. And then on the back here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood button and a rail here to the left side. On the top of the turret here, we're going to place down a row 2 of green carpet, a dark oak wood trapdoor over here on the right side, and then a spruce wood slab over to the left side. We also want to go ahead and see if we can get a green banner, and if we can, we're going to go ahead and place a green banner on the side, or basically the back there of that stair like that, to kind of keep it a little bit more green on the side of the tank. And anyways, once that's all complete there, that is going to wrap up my design here for the Hotchkiss H.35 light tank. Hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put to good use. If you guys do use this design, do ask you guys even power credit for this. If you think from the sound, click to my channel or this video. If this does appear to social media sites, as long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free to serve projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with all that fun stuff. Again, a big special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros 2016 for making this tutorial possible, and feel free to check out my Patreon page. Again, link is down in the video description. And that, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been your tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.